Access removed.
I don't know how to get rid of it. I just see a floating screen of everybody nearby.
I don't know, bro.
It's weird.
I think if you take your fist and you punch your screen, that shit will work.
Just might.
Nearby agent has gone rogue.
I can't even swap like a skill or nothing. Thing is bugged. Pushing up. There's a guy in the back.
Oh my god,
Easy.
Rogue agent. Rogue Stinger Hive detected. Rogue Defender drone detected. Hostile Defender drone detected. Rogue explosive seeker mine detected. Hostile explosive seeker mine detected. Canadian team assistance. Nearby rogue agent killed.
It's a party.
Nearby agent has gone rogue.
Put a fire on.
that's desperate right there.
It's on me now, huh?
Rogue agent neutral.
Just put boosters.
Huh? Bacon? No, I haven't seen no bacon.
Canadian team assistance. Nearby rogue agent killed. Detonated gear detected.
Bro, they're using fire, all types of shit now.
Yeah, they fucked up the fight now.
Yeah.
Nearby agent
I mean,
has
we just put on boosters and it should be.
Nearby agent has gone
I'm just going back down.
Coming out right now.
Come on, get out of there.
System disrupted.
I got it.
System back online.
Good idea.
Down.
Got me one.
Rogue agent neutralized.
I guess they're going up top. Nice. I don't even know how I saw him right there. Got a 3-man at the door. 4 players total. 4 plus.
Now entering an invaded dark zone. Rogue defender
Yep.
drone detected.
Got some people over here.
Defender drone detected.
Sir.
What's going on?
Rogue agent neutralized.
I killed one, I got one dead person.
Oh, this is nice.
Contaminated gear
pop kit and go. Take damage, pop kit, go.
One's dead. Two's dead. I don't know why I have a menu. Yeah, he's right in front of you, X.
You ain't getting past me. We got coyotes.
An agent needs assistance. Nearby rogue agent killed. Now detecting contaminated gear. Immediate medical assistance.
They're going rogue. Sledgehammer looks like. Yeah, it's weak. He's cracked already. He ran away.
Behind you.
Good, maybe my menu can stop bugging. What's going on, guys? This is your man KleverThumbs, and today I am back with another Division 2 build video. Now, in today's build video, we're going to be talking about my favorite gear set, and this is entitled Update 20.1. As you guys do know, they did have a bug fix with the medkit on system corruption. People are saying it's no longer usable and yada yada yada, but today I'm going to be talking to you about it furthermore. This is my favorite gear set, so let's dive right into it. Before we do, definitely smash that like button, subscribe, turn on that notification bell, that way you guys are aware of when I am dropping the newest content or even live streaming. Let's get right into it. So you guys have seen that I've covered multiple system corruption build videos on this channel. Like I said, this is one of my favorite gear sets. I've ran this before the instant med kits. I've actually ran this probably for the last 2 years before the game died down a little bit. So what you are looking at here is a 1.9 million armor system corruption build with the 2-piece Golan. Ever since they reworked that Golan, you're now getting that 1.5% regen, 1.5% regen, which is actually going to help you out furthermore with this build. And they did bring back the Intimidate, so Intimidate is now good. And let's break down the build video. I do want to say before we get started, sorry if I sound a little stuffy, just got a couple little allergies going on. But specializations, we are talking about Gunner, and the reason we want to talk about Gunner and why I highly recommend it is because not only are you going to get your foam grenades, you're also going to get a fast reload speed. Every third reload, you get an insane reload speed. After a kill, you also get rate of fire. You also get armor on kill, which is going to be paired up with system corruption at 15% plus that 10% from Gunner is going to give you a total of 25% armor on kill. And not only did I say all that, but you also get a nice little skill known as the Banshee Pulse. The Banshee Pulse is really cool. It disorients enemies from far away, and it's pretty awesome to use. But my weapons of choice are Decoy and Defender Drone. I'm gonna explain to you why. But the gunner is really good, as I did say. Every third reload, it's fast. So that's second. Here's the third. Look how fast it is. Right there. Both now is almost instant. This should be it. Yep. It's pretty freaking quick. It's almost unnoticed. It's hard to not notice it. You can during the fights, because you can tell that you just get fast rate of fire, and it's pretty damn good. It's gonna help you out, especially when you're running the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros does have an RPM of 1485, which is one of the fastest guns in the game with RPM, and it also does deal devastating damage. Now this is a nice Ouroboros I have here. It's maxed out SMG, critical hit chance, damage targets out of cover is what you want. It's multiplicative damage, and I do have expertise level of 17, so I'm getting that extra 17% weapon damage. It does come with a nice talent, rule them all. Basically, when you get put on status effects, 50% of your next ammo will apply the same status effects back to the target. So not just to the target that did it to you, but any target that you decide to shoot. Ouroboros is my go-to. This is going to be an SMG build with system corruption, because you already get 21% critical hit chance on SMGs, so you guys already know that you could just focus on critical hit damage. For my backup, I do have Shield Splinter. This is my new favorite assault rifle. This thing actually melts. It's not as accurate and stable as other weapons of ARs of their class, but this thing does absolutely melt. I'm glad that it's here, and it's got a nice little buff of RPM and total damage or weapon damage. So Shield Splinter, you can't go wrong with that. And to pair all that up, you do have the Orbit. Now the Orbit is going to give you that perfect finisher. Basically, once you get a kill, you're going to get 35% critical hit chance and 40% critical hit damage for 15 seconds whenever you swap after getting a kill with the Orbit. So you can just literally proc Orbit and swap over to your Ouroboros, and you're going to get an extra 40% critical hit damage, which is going to be tremendously good for this build. Now let's break this down. Let's go ahead and talk about system corruption. You know, the bread and butter. This is it right here. That two-piece gives you that 15% armor on kill. Like I said, you'll pair that up with gunner, gives you that extra 10%, brings you up to a total of 25% armor on kill. Now that is already good. Basically, you get a kill, you get a quarter of your armor back. That's nice. That three-piece is going to give you that 40% disrupt resistance, which is also really good, because you do get jammed a lot constantly. And this is going to basically almost cut that time in half. Not only that, but that three-piece also gives you that 40% pulse resistance, and that is really good because you already get where is it? You get oh, it's on your every specialization gives you 50% pulse resistance. Doesn't matter which one you pick, you all automatically get 50% pulse resistance. Now if you pair that up with that 40%, brings you up to 90%, and pulse resistance is one of the few things that you actually need to get 100% in. 100% pulse resistance. If you have 99.9% pulse resistance, you will get pulse, flatline damage, spotter, all that stuff is going to work against you. So you want to make sure that you do have that 10% pulse resistance mod on your gear, which I do have it on my golem backpack. Now let's talk about more about the 4-piece Hackstep protocol. It says that it replaces armor kits with an instant infinite use ability on a 20-second cooldown that repairs 20% armor. It also grants 50% bonus armor, and then it also hides your nameplate for 5 seconds. Now, this is also going to increase your total weapon damage by 2% per 5% bonus armor gained, up to a total of 20%. Now, that might sound a little bit confusing right now, but pretty much what that says is that if you because they did buff it. It used to be at 1%, now it's at 2%. So they made it to where you don't have to run the backpack anymore. The backpack used to give you 50 to 100% bonus armor. So back when it was 1%, you would need that full 100% bonus armor to even achieve 20% weapon damage. So basically with the new change, you don't have to really run the backpack. You can, because you are going to get a lot more armor. Pretty much you're just going to have a lot more hang time when it comes to that 20% weapon damage. But you can achieve it without it, and that's where this is going to come into play. Now that you're getting all that bonus armor, we're going to talk about our chest piece, the Hunter Killer. I believe you have to complete all the hunters in New York. I could be wrong, but in New York, complete all the hunters, you're going to get the Hunter Killer. Now the Hunter Killer comes with armor, critical hit damage, and critical hit chances, what you want. Critical hit damage mod on here, maxed out, is your preferred choice, and we are talking about perfect intimidate. Let's go ahead and bring out the normalized stats, because that's what you want to see. So while you have bonus armor, you're going to gain 1 stack each second up to a max of 10. And then also each stack increases total or just regular weapon damage by 4% to enemies within 10 meters. Now once you have no more bonus armor, all your stacks are lost. So keep that in mind. And that's why we're talking about the 2-piece Golan. As you guys do see, it's going to give you that 10% status effects, 1.5% armor regen, which is nice because it used to be at 1%. So the extra 0.5% is going to help us out just a little bit more. On this piece, I do have critical hit chance and critical hit damage. You do want critical hit damage on everything. I do have that 10% pulse resistance mod here and adrenaline rush. Whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you're going to gain 10% bonus armor for 5 seconds. And it's going to stack up to 3 times. So let's just put this into perspective. PvP. Now, the way that the system corruption works, as long as you have bonus armor, it doesn't matter if it's from your med kit or adrenaline rush, you are getting weapon damage. Just wanted to make that very clear. Pretty much, if you have adrenaline rush 3 stacks, which is at 10%, you're gonna have up to 30% bonus armor. And the way that this hackstep protocol reads, so pretty much at 30% bonus armor, you have 3 people around, you can have 30% bonus armor, and you're gonna increase your weapon damage by 2% for every 5% bonus armor. 5 goes into 30, 6 times 2 is 12%, so you're gonna get up to 12% weapon damage just by having 3 stacks of adrenaline rush. And then the other half is from you just popping your med kit. So in other words, if you have 3 stacks of adrenaline rush, you're gonna have 12% weapon damage off rip. You pop your system corruption and you're gonna get that full damage. Now it caps out at 20, so you could have a lot more armor and you're only gonna get that 20% weapon damage, which is still good because, like I said, that buff did make it pretty good. They did change that instant med kit, and we're gonna be talking about the holster now. Pretty much the other pieces are said and done. They're just armor and critical hit damage. I do have a couple of them expertised out, level 13, 7, 7, 5, trying to get them all the way up to 25, which is your goal, so your guys' build can actually be a lot better than mine. So this is just a template. Take it how you want it, and you can probably make it a little bit better. For my skills, I'm running the Defender Drone, and that's going to give you that PvP damage reduction, and I do have expertise, so that's an additional 6% damage reduction. And I never really actually talk about my mods, but let's go ahead, just in case you guys didn't know that you can get some of these. I do have that 7% deflect duration, that it's almost maxed out, 5.9% damage reduction, and you can go ahead and run health on here just to give you a little bit more health on your Defender Drone. And to pair that up, nicely, we are going to be talking about the holographic distraction. Pretty much it's going to make you into a ninja. People aren't going to be able to see your nameplate on top of your system corruption hidden nameplate that you already get for 5 seconds. So it's just going to pair up. Once your decoy goes away, you're able to still keep your nameplate hidden. Nobody's going to know how much armor you got, and you can go ahead and pop some damage onto them. But that's pretty much the build. Just wanted to show you guys that. Let's talk about the stats before we do get out of here. I do have 53% critical hit chance, which is a pretty sweet number. You want to stay at least around 50 or more. Like I said, you highly recommend SMGs because they already come with 21% critical hit chance, and I have pretty much right under 150% critical hit damage. And like I said, this is a pulse resistance build, so people are not able to pulse you. They can't see you through the walls. And I said this before, this is like becoming a ninja. You're just able to snake people. You're gonna do and deal lots of damage because you already have the Ouroboros, Intimidate, System Corruption. This build is just synergized really well. So I highly recommend that you try it this way. That's gonna be pretty much it for the video, and I hope you guys did enjoy that one. So I will see you guys on the next one. This is your man KleverThumbs, and I'm signing off. Peace.